What is up, beautiful babies? Welcome back to another episode of Bargio.
Oh, you
Just
tricked
kidding.
me.
Yeah, I know. I'm fucking with you. How you doing, baby?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, baby?
I'm doing real good. Your haircuts are getting better and better these days.
They are actually.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
You know, I used to cut my hair like all throughout high school and then even into college.
Why high school?
So I grew up in the 626, like San Gabriel Valley. And I think like, so pretty much it's like, I call it like the Asian hood. It's like Asian boys in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's still a way better hood than the hoods I grew up in.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, there's bullets everywhere. So
really,
I mean, there's bullets there, bullets here. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's if it's a conversation you want to go down where it's like a dick measuring contest. But,
oh, totally not. My bad.
okay.
My bad. Go for it.
But and arguably Asians are just better people than your people probably. So probably that's why the hood is not as bad. But anyways, before
I think that's why I wanted a dick measuring contest to be like, haha, we're better. We're more ghetto than you.
So before I let you take us down that road,
baby, we went down that road.
No,
there was a cul-de-sac and we came back up. All right.
Okay, thank God. It was just like, you know, like we all had that, like the fade, like the bangs and stuff.
I
back
thought
then.
those bangs were so stupid.
Fine, but that was the haircut,
especially
right?
the ones that came down this way. You guys always had like two little strands. I'm like, what the fuck are they thinking?
I always slick mine back, but so haircuts are expensive, right? Like even if there were some like $5 Vietnamese places,
yeah.
But if you're trying to look fresh and you just don't look as hard when you have fuzzy hair, you know, like when someone comes up on you like,
your hair
where you from? And it's like fuzzy hair, you just like,
because your hair doesn't grow evenly the way, like it doesn't grow out evenly. I should know because I used to have my head half shaved.
Yeah.
It grows out like this. So it's like in different layers. So some parts of your hair is like sticking out more than others and stuff. So yeah, it looks ridiculous.
But then when it's clean and someone hits you up, then you get a little bit more scared.
Fuck yeah, because they're like, dang, they got a lot of time to do some shit.
So as a gangster or just even anyone growing up in the 626, you want to look sharp. So it costs too much money to cut your hair every single week. Yeah. We just all learned somehow to cut our own hair or cut the homie's hair. And then that's what happened. Like we would cut our own hair. And I think because I got so used to it, when I first got out of the Marine Corps, I'm like, oh, high and tight? That's
high and tight? What does that mean?
So the high and tight is what they call like the Marine haircut.
Oh.
It's what they call the jar head.
It's like a high cut and it's tight because it's...
At the top, yeah. And then it's called a jar head because you look like a jar. And so, so to me, a high and tight is also another name for a bad fade. So I'm like, oh, cool, a bad fade, I could do that. It's easy. So because I've been doing good fades in high school. So I just kept cutting my hair like all the way through college until I started getting lazier. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to have to clean all the time. You get all this hair. And then when you walk in the house, sometimes it's like dusting, it's like spreading all over the floor. And that's when I started getting regular haircuts. And then now it became like not just getting a haircut, but it's like a communal thing. Like you go to the barber shop, you talk to the homies, you see people you haven't seen in a while and just talking. And even though it's like it's only like a 30-minute experience.
Do you see the same people at the barber shop?
I see
just the workers?
The workers, and I see people from like back in high school and stuff too. So I'm like,
cool.
oh damn, I haven't seen this fool since he was like 18.
Yeah.
And you get just to see like, and you get to see like the new generation. So like the barbershop that I go to is called Vin's Hair Salon. Shout out to Vin's out in Alhambra. That's like one of the cornerstones of the San Gabriel Valley.
You've been going to there for how long?
Since college, but it's been around since when I was in high school, maybe even junior high, because all those cats in there, they're way older than me. And so a lot of people been going there since like the 90s all the way until now. And then so you can kind of see the evolution of the type of people in the 626. So you'll still see
You could see it in their haircut. Like some of them come in that if they're older, they have like flat tops.
You just see the demographic.
Man, I'm not funny. I'm a stop.
Nah, you're not funny at all.
No, I'm not.
So like you'll see like you want to try another joke?
No, it's okay.
Okay, fine.
I'll play this straight, man. I'll continue to do my role.
No, so you'll see people come in, and then you'll see like people that are straight loked out, and then you see have like the new kids with like
it's predominantly Asian, or it's pretty mixed.
I would say like 80 to 90% Asian, maybe 10% Mexican.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so people they come in, and then you have the other people like the younger kids. They have like the crazier haircuts now, like maybe because of like ABDC. So you have like the more dancer looking.
ABDC is such an old reference, babe.
But that influence it's transcended the TV.
That is such an old reference. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, is American Idol old reference?
No, because it's still current. It's still on.
Oh, well, World of Dance. I don't know, but in my opinion, based off what I see of the haircut world,
yeah, they have the fuckboy haircuts now.
All Asians have this style of hair. ABDC came around, and I think like Dietrich showed the world you can have crazy hair, and then now there's a ton of Asians with crazy hair, with zigzag drawings and all kinds of stuff.
I don't know if it was ABDC influence, but go for it. I don't even know where the fuckboy style came from, honestly. Or maybe
what exactly is a fuckboy too?
It's like the guys that wear like super duper tight pants, and they have all they have that hard line in their hair, and like they have the super baggy, not to be mixed with my super baggy shirt, but they have like super baggy, and they just look like.
I thought it's guys that wear swoop neck t-shirts is considered fuckboy.
That works. That works.
So what is a fuckboy? Like they want to fuck all the time?
It's just a boy that like, I mean, obviously it's an immature dude who just wants to just like fuck around, and like he's talking to multiple chicks, really doesn't respect women. You know what I mean? Like he's just kind of like what we would call, I guess in the day, we'd probably call this guy a pretty boy. So you don't really like respect them too much.
Pretty boy.
And they're like about their looks, but they're like players, but they're like, you know what I mean? It's not like a respectable term.
I see.
Yeah.
So no one's repping fuckboy. Like, hell yeah, fuckboy for life.
I don't know. This generation's different, but it's not a good thing to be called a fuckboy. Because
people back in the day repped pretty boy. Like even like Floyd Mayweather. Pretty boy Floyd, you know?
Yeah, well, that was a different pretty boy because he's a boxer. So he's just in his own category. But pretty boy back in the day
but they still
was not.
do this. They lick their lips.
That's a fuckboy, yeah.
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 So would you call Mayweather a fuckboy?
I wouldn't. I would only call Mayweather sir.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yes, sir. No, sir. You got it, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I would do.
But why? So you knowing, it's because you're a lady, and you know that all these fuckboys are immature. They only care about their looks. Why are girls attracted to fuckboys?
Because they take care of themselves. They look good. And it looks like they know how to have fun because they're just part of like they're like in the know of stuff. And it's like the bad boy. Like you want like girls like getting with the bad boy.
But the part of the bad boys, you know they're going to protect you. Fuckboys look like they're going to get
bad
fucked.
Boys don't protect you.
Yeah, they do.
All right. I guess
I mean, they'll beat you
don't.
up and protect you.
Oh my God.
But they'll do both.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not my generation. I can't really make these calls. I don't really know.
Were you attracted to pretty boys as a kid?
Were
you like, oh, that was a pretty cholo?
I was never attracted to cholos for sure.
What do you have against your own race?
Well, cholos is not a race, first of all. So I have nothing against
Someone
that.
would beg to differ.
No one with their fucking right mind would beg to differ. That
I bet you if you ask a cholo, would you be down to make it a race? They'll be like, fuck yeah, I say.
Okay, well, you just changed the question though. You said, would you be down?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're taking a survey now. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about that. They wanted to make it a race and they should let them.
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think they like repping Chicanos more than they do being a cholo. But anyway, there's not here or there. What the hell are you asking me? If I was attracted to pretty boys? I don't think so. I think I've always been kind of attracted to like, bad boys, you said. If I was attracted to bad boys.
No, to pretty boys.
I think you said bad boys.
No, I'm talking about pretty boys because we're talking about pretty boy fuck boys here.
No, I was never attracted to a pretty boy.
Why? They're not pretty enough for you?
No, I think it's just someone that's so into their looks because I was never really into my looks like that. Like I never really like, I think recently I've been more into my looks than I ever have my whole life. That like if I'm barely into my looks and then like I want our lifestyles to match. You know what I mean? So if I'm not into my looks and you're into your looks more than me, like we're just gonna have a lot of conflict. Like we gotta go. Why are you taking longer to get ready than I am? Like I hate going to the mall. Why are we shopping for fucking 4 hours so you can find like the perfect pants? Like stop. Yeah. That's what I got with you. You don't give a fuck about your looks.
I need
look.
That's true.
Everyone look.
That's true. You swear I don't give a fuck about my looks?
I swear you don't give a fuck about your looks.
I draw the line. So for me,
it's a very far line, baby.
So for me, I think like my definition of masculinity is James Bond.
You are fucking far. So, can we get an echo on the mic?
No.
Far.
No. So for me,
from that,
it's that's where I draw the line of how much I will ever care about my looks. So
that's like the most.
If you look at James Bond, and I'm talking about the current one, Daniel Craig, his haircut is ready to get into a fight at any time. There's not a grabbable length of hair. He's not gonna get punched in the face. His bangs go in his eyes. Oh no, I can't see. And he starts getting fucked up. He has functional haircut. So
you only want Daniel Craig then? Because I think Sean Connery might have kind of been that way, but all of them have been really.
But none of them have been realistic James Bonds. a secret agent that can beat the shit out of people, Daniel Craig is the most
but
realistic
that isn't James
one.
Bond. James Bond is that coupled with a gentleman.
Yeah, Daniel Craig's a gentleman.
I mean, but Daniel Craig is the most rugged I've ever seen, and you're supposed to be suave. He's not suave at all. All the ladies want to fuck 007. Daniel Craig is not that guy.
Well, I'm just saying that
he's the guy for the dudes. He's not the guy for the chicks. And there's probably I personally like this Daniel Craig because he's rugged, and I like a rugged motherfucker. But that's just not stereotypically what 007 is about.
Yeah, because the 007 is a fantasy. So you're not gonna have a pretty. You're not gonna have a pretty boy being a secret agent assassin. Daniel Craig is the most realistic Navy SEAL ass motherfucker.
It is, but when you think about it, because you want him to kind of hide and blend into the rest of the world,
Daniel Craig does that.
He doesn't do that because you could tell he's fucking a capable person that's about to kill you. He looks like a murderer.
No, he's in a tuxedo. He looks suave as fuck. And the way he talks.
Does not look suave. He looks rugged as fuck.
The way you look into his baby blue eyes, you just melt.
No. He looks like
melted?
he looks like he's gonna rip your fucking head off with his hands.
Because everyone else.
He does not blend in.
Like,
if
Pierce
I was a
Brosnan,
spy.
I saw that fool and I'm like, I would kick his ass. I'm like, if I could kick his ass, Russian KGB is going to kick his ass. Everyone else is going to kick his ass.
But that's the point. He's supposed to not be able to, like, you shouldn't even be able to spot him because he's just so, like, under the radar.
Okay, he's so under the radar.
Daniel Craig, you see him and you're just like, oh,
but he's so under the radar, and then he goes, freeze.
No,
and
he
then someone
doesn't.
just beats the shit out of him. That's not 007. 007 is supposed to take your gun and shoot you with it.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm just saying, stereotypically, that's the way, or at least the character, that's the way 007 was supposed to be.
But what I'm trying to say, going back to my point, James Bond is the most amount of effort I'll put into my looks. So to me, that's
like the most.
So for me, I just believe in clean and minimalist, and I think that's what a man is. So for me, my own personal definition, if I want to look clean, I get a haircut, I wear a suit, I have my nails trimmed, and I have a shave.
But what about your skin's all fucked up? It's all ashy. Your lips are ripping and they're bleeding. Your fucking feet are disgusting and like they're all calloused and shit. And they're like, that's still the man for you?
That's because James Bond is the most clean I'm going to be. Most of the time, I'm a Jesse James. I'm a very blue collar, work with my hands type of dude. That's me. Most of the time, that's me. So my range that I'm comfortable with is Jesse James.
What part of work with
James
your hands
Bond.
is that? Like, what are you working with your hands?
What do you mean?
When you're typing on the computer?
No, I'm lifting weights.
Oh, that's working with your hands?
Yeah, I'm a blue collar dude. I make art. I make comedy. Like that's a very like it's a.
That's not a blue collar. I make art. I make comedy. Who says that's blue collar?
I'm a tradesman. I'm a tradesman. You're crazy.
Go. I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
You're crazy. I'm not crazy.
A trombone player is a blue collared person. All artists.
Oh, really?
All artists are blue collar.
I just like arguing
by
with
trade.
Because I like seeing when your eyebrows almost touch the line of your forehead, like the hairline. And it's really cute. Because as it is, you have a really small forehead. And I think it's the cutest. And then when you start getting upset, there's even less space. Watch. Wait, put your eyebrows down. So he has a 3 head. And then he gets upset. Put your eyebrows up. It's like 1.5. 2. I love it. All right. This is the perfect place to stop because I want to introduce our first sponsor.
Shout outs to our sponsor, Etitude. Etitude is premium bamboo bedding and it's changing the way that people sleep and live.
It really does. People underestimate the sheets.
Yeah.
When they're like, my sleep is horrible. And the first thing I always tell people is check your sheets because that's like the one that's either going to be the hottest or the roughest. And bamboo is one of my favorite.
Yeah, like, or it sticks to you. So the antimicrobial benefits of clean bamboo charcoal. You've probably heard about sustainable bamboo bedding, but have you heard about Etitude's clean bamboo charcoal bedding? So this material is antimicrobial. It's also hypoallergenic.
Amazing. You need this.
Yes, because I have a ton of allergies. So like anything that collects dust or anything like that, it starts making me sneeze. And it's breathable, which I also need because I'm a hot-bodied person. So anything that's like the materials that kind of like make me sweat and kind of stick to me, it makes me feel uncomfortable. And I notice that I start moving a lot in my sleep. And when I move a lot in my sleep, I don't feel as rested versus something that's just nice, that's nice and cool. And so, as I've said, it's soft, it's antimicrobial, it's breathability, it's hypoallergenic. And even Etitude's manufacturing process is designed to save energy and water while eliminating the use of toxic chemicals.
Amazing.
So, Etitude sheets, they're soft as silk, breathable as linen, but the price of cotton, and you're going to love them. Right now, our listeners get 20% off their sheet set and free shipping. Just text BEAW, B-E-A-W, to 64000. The only way to get 20% off your set of Etitude sheets with free shipping is to text BEAW, B-E-A-W, to 64000, BEAW to 64000. Thank you.
And we're back. All right. So all jokes aside, you're my type, baby. Obviously, you're my type.
Am I?
I love it. Yeah, you're my type.
What's the type? Because I don't even know what my type is anymore. Because obviously I'm not clean cut.
You're pretty clean cut. You're actually really clean. You don't.
You just told me I'm not clean.
I know, but I told you just because I want to see your forehead disappear.
Fine.
I think you're awesome. No, you're like my ideal dude because
like I'm a gentleman, right?
In what regard?
In the James Bond regard. If I put on a suit, I could clean up. But then when I wear a suit, I'll still beat the fuck out of you.
Isn't that literally every guy though? If they put a suit on, they clean up?
Hell, we have homies that wear suits that look like they borrowed their dad's suit.
I know what you're talking about.
All right. So not all suits are the same. Not every guy knows how to get their suit tailored the same. Not all guys know how to accessorize suits the same.
You're right.
And just so suits is something that's molds to your body, right? And if you don't spend time working on your body, the suit is only going to accentuate what's there.
But guys that are really skinny, suits look really good on them.
They do. I mean, Ryan Gosling looks good in a suit, but he also looks like anybody could beat his ass.
Okay. So you like being a gorilla in a suit?
Kind of.
Yeah. You have a nice bubble butt too. No, you're right. You get them tailored and it looks really good on your body. And then you look all jacked and stuff. And then your neck. I fucking love that neck. Fucking neck right here. I fucking like it.
Why do you like my neck for?
Because it's thick.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, I don't want. So I remember, I shouldn't say when I dated these people, but there was a short stunt in my dating career where I dabbled in a non-athletic, because I always like athletic bodies. Like I just like athletic guys.
Yeah.
So I did date someone that was more petite than me. He was shorter than me and he was skinnier than me. And it was
weird.
It was hard. It was definitely hard because we would just sit down, and you know when you sit down and your thighs, like since they're pressing down, like they just look bigger. So mine would look bigger, and then I would see his, and then this was in high school, and then his just wouldn't change. That's how skinny he was. Like there was just no meat on his bones, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so fat. I just felt so masculine. I felt like I need to protect this dude. Never again. I could never do that.
Did you protect them?
No, I didn't need to because he was like in the punk rock scene. So like he always felt like he had some shit to prove.
Yeah.
So he would like mosh pit and do all that shit.
He's a loudmouth.
He wasn't a loudmouth. He was like those silent guys that like you keep pushing and then it's like, all right, that's what you wanted.
Oh, okay.
I think that's probably what I liked.
Oh, I see.
So what he didn't make up in
since he had it in his confidence.
In body, yeah, he was really confident.
That's tight.
Yeah.
If you're an animal in a jungle or forest, what do you think it represents who you are on the inside?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm a fucking peacock.
You're a peacock?
No, I don't know. On the inside, I don't know. I don't think I've been tested enough in life.
Why don't you put yourself in more tests?
Do I need to?
You just said, I don't think I've been tested enough in life.
Well, to answer that question, like confidently and be like, this is what I am. So I think what in my heart,
so you don't like knowing who you are?
I do like knowing who I am. I definitely do.
Then why wouldn't you put yourself in more tests?
Because the tests that I've been put through are more psychological and emotional tests. So that's when I learned the most about myself. But physical tests, I don't feel like I need to get that done. I think that's a guy thing.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's a guy thing.
Because physical tests tell me much more about who I am as a soul than any other test.
Emotional test too?
Yeah.
You've been tested emotionally and I think you grew the most.
I do, but it doesn't teach me who I am as a person.
Really?
Yeah. Like, so to me, like emotional tests, I think they're awesome because you can grow, right? And I think everyone, like your emotional growth is actually very pliable. And if you stay disciplined and you work at it, you're able to get better emotionally and not get so pissed, or be able to like take downfalls or take things and not self-victimize. Like there's that helps out for sure. But I think physical tests, because there are no emotional stakes when you're pushed to like the corner.
There's a ton of emotional and psychological stakes.
But like when you're pushed to the corner, I've never felt anywhere where you had to go face to face and there's no way out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I get what you're saying.
Like let's say you and me, right?
I've been bullied a lot by my brother. I get it.
If you piss me the fuck off, we get into the biggest fight of the universe, I can always leave. Right? So that's why to me, emotional never trumps physical, because in physical, if someone's beating the fuck out of me, I can't go, we're breaking up. That's it. You're stuck there. You're stuck there. So now in this hardship, you are forced to go, wait, who am I?
I think I'm a fighter.
Am I a bitch? Or am I going to fight through this? Or is this something I need to go back and regroup and develop some skills? Like, what is this? So to me, emotional tests never bring out the true you as much as a physical test, because emotional tests, generally the circumstances that create that, you can leave.
Yeah, I think I'm a fighter because like, even when we have like those hypotheticals of like, there's a zombie apocalypse, what do you do? And some people are like, I just want to like, just kill me off. I can't deal with that shit. I don't think I like to be put under pressure sometimes, because then that's when I think too much is because I'm overthinking it. I just like to do shit.
Yeah.
And I've even had like, we have the same girlfriend here, but remember Jenny?
Yeah.
So I would go over to her house. This was before you and I were even together. I'd go over to her house and we would just box. And Jenny is not like a dainty chick. She's like a pretty sturdy fucking powerhouse, She would fight dudes.
The person that reminds me of her the most is Amanda Nunez. So
that's her.
So you can know who Jenny is.
Yeah. So she would put pressure on me, and I wouldn't like buckle down. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't just be like, no, stop, it's too hard. Like it would end up being like we're giggling, and I'm like, oh shit, she got me real good.
She's pretty sturdy.
Yeah, she got me real good, and I'd hit her back, and then I guess I got her real good, and she's like, oh shit, and then we would just kept elevating it more and more to where like, oh shit, we got to stop. We're getting really serious.
That's tight.
So like I've been put into physical situations like that, and just growing up with the brother, like I could just be a dainty little girl, and like as he's beating my ass, I could have just been like, stop, I'm gonna tell mom. But it's like, no, dude, like I threw his ass into like a mirror, like I fight back.
That's awesome.
I mean, me and you, we've even like wrestled where it got a little too intense and we're fighting back and forth. You know what I mean? So I don't think
I didn't even come close to that.
Okay, fine. Not even close, but
not even 10%.
I'm not even trying to back down though.
No, not even 10%.
Okay, not even 1%. I get it. You're fucking strong.
No, it was more. It was more than 1% for sure.
But yeah, I don't see myself as someone that's gonna like get in a little ball and crumble. And the reason why I'm so confident when it comes to that, because anytime I feel like there's like a hair on my mic, anytime I feel like if it's by myself, I'm not sure. I'm not too sure yet. But if it's around other people that I feel are weaker than me, then I feel like I have to protect those people. So then it's fucking balls to the walls.
When it's by myself, I don't care. I don't care if someone calls me a bitch. I don't care if I back down. I don't care about any of that stuff because I don't really care about. Because I don't think I have that crazy of an ego.
Yeah.
But I think if someone I cared about, or if my friends are around and I see them like get punked or whatever, then that's when I get really mad.
Same.
Like especially with all like the Asian like racism and stuff right now. Like if it was just me and I'm like at the supermarket and they're like, you gave me COVID-19, you fucking chink or whatever. I'm like, to me, that's actually way more funny than insulting. And I'm like, that's hilarious. And then I wouldn't care, But if a friend was next to me and they said that to them, I think that would like get me pretty pissed off.
Yeah, same. Okay, so going back to what animal I think I represent in the jungle or in the forest? You said in the forest?
Any animal in the world.
Oh, in the world.
Yeah.
I think I'm only going to say this because I think they're fucking badass.
Do you think you're more in the cat realm?
No.
Because I kind of see you with the tail like this.
Really?
So some sort of a cat animal.
Really? I was going to say a fucking mongoose.
A mongoose?
Yeah.
Why mongoose?
Because they're so fucking badass.
Yeah, the little furry animals. I think it could kill a cobra.
Yeah, king cobra. You know what I mean? I don't know, but then I don't think that even applies to me because I'm not like a sleeper like that. Like people see me and they think I'm capable already, you know? Like they think like, oh, don't mess with her because I'm just a tall chick. So I don't know if that really fits me. So I need to be something that looks like it and that can like back up her shit a little bit. I don't know. What do you think I am? I think that's a better answer.
Based off what I've seen of you, I think you're some sort of
cat.
Some sort of cat. But I wouldn't say like a lion or a tiger because you don't seek challenges, you know? Like I think for you, you're like, I'm gonna stay my lane. I just want to cruise and relax. But if you do come to me, then I will bite you. So maybe more like a bobcat, but I don't see you going.
Wait, what's a bobcat versus?
They're not that crazy like a lion. Like a lion is seeking challenges. Like every day I gotta go do something.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
So I don't think you're that. I think you're more of like, I just want to live my life and relax and hang around.
That's me, baby.
Maybe like a jaguar or panther or something. And then you're just laying in the tree. And then
I like when they lay in the tree and then their tails.
Because I picture you like that.
Chilling. And they're just like kind of looking at everything and they're like, I want to be in the drama. I want to the achievement, but don't put me in it.
I think that's you.
And I'm like, Hey, I like that.
I think that's you.
Okay, I think that's me too. I'm even wearing some like
cat stuff.
Yeah, some like little leopard shorts. Look.
Some Tiger King clothes. Carol Baskin outfit.
Yeah, I'm fucking Carol Baskin right now.
How many Carol Baskins are there gonna be for Halloween this year?
Oh my God.
And how many Tiger Kings are there gonna be? There's gonna be so many.
If we can fucking leave our house.
And how many COVID-19s are there gonna be? Like just straight up dressed up as a virus with little spikes.
Oh, I don't know about that one. I just thought people in like hazmat suits or something.
Oh, no, I was thinking about people dressing up as an actual cute cartoon virus.
Oh, I don't know. Well, there you go, you guys. If you don't know what to dress up as for Halloween,
there's gonna be a ton of those.
I hear Taika. Uh-oh. Anyway, what do you think you are?
I don't know if I'm skewed, but I think I'm either a Wolverine or a honey badger.
You are not a fucking honey badger because a honey badger is a sleeper.
But honey badger don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck, but they're also like a fucking, I was going to say Ricky Tikki Tavi. If you're old like me, you know Ricky Tikki Tavi, I love you. But a mongoose. Like mongoose and honey badgers are sleepers.
Yeah.
You're not a fucking sleeper.
I am a sleeper.
You're not a sleeper.
Was it that one clip with the honey badgers walking around and it got poked by a porcupine and it didn't give a fuck and it just got poked all over his mouth and it was still like, fuck it, I'm still gonna go attack.
Yeah, but we have to also match like your physical traits, right?
Yeah.
Like a honey badger is a sleeper physically.
Yeah.
Like you look at it and it just looks like unthreatening. It just looks like, oh, I could punk this bitch.
I look very average.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Fucking body dysmorphia.
I'm not even over 200 pounds.
Yeah, but you don't look average. Average to what? White men? Fucking a Viking? Then yes, you look fucking tiny and average.
Yeah.
To a Viking. But as an Asian person, you're not average.
I feel like I'm just what, like 5'8", 5'9", maybe like 190. I just feel like I barely make the football team.
Yeah, but that I'm saying you as, so me, I'm comparing myself to like an average chick.
Yeah.
Right? I'm above average.
Way above. You're 5'11". You're tall.
Right. So then for you, you're a dude.
I'm average height, literally average height.
For dudes, yes. But like as an Asian guy, you're not. In height, you probably are, but in stature, you're not.
Oh.
Any guy that you've ever encountered that doesn't lift, they're always trying to ask you for tips.
And I always think it's so weird.
Yeah, but it's not because you're average. It's because you're above average.
Oh, I just thought they had low standards.
Probably, but you're still above average.
Because when I'm hanging around with my Barbell Brigade friends, like I feel like
you sound fucking ridiculous.
I feel like Nacho Libre's best friend.
Okay, fine.
What's that fool's name with the crazy teeth?
I forgot, but yeah, fine.
That's what I feel like. I feel like I need to eat a cookie or something.
Okay, well, then yeah, you're the honey badger.
Or a raccoon.
No, you fucking nunchucks. You're a little bit more threatening. What is a werewolf known for?
A werewolf? That's not even a real animal.
What would you say? Wolverine?
Wolverine.
Oh, what are they known for? My bad.
They're known for the adamantium claws And
That's not even you, motherfucking bitch.
what?
You just judged me like, what? Werewolf? That's not real. Adamantium claws.
Well, I didn't. So that's why I was telling you, it's kind of skewed.
Isn't a
'cause
Wolverine an actual species?
It is, but a Wolverine,
You stupid asshole.
a Wolverine and X-Men, he heals, right?
No
I
one's
don't know.
talking about fake. You said in the fucking jungle.
Yeah, I don't know if Wolverine actually heals in real life or not, too. You think it does?
Wait, I'm so confused.
That's what I'm saying. So both Wolverines, the one in real life and the one in X-Men, got mixed up in my brain. So I don't know which has which powers.
It doesn't matter. Just sort your fucking thoughts out.
But yeah.
I'm gonna introduce our next sponsor.
But I think I'm either a Wolverine or
Who
a
cares?
raccoon
I'm gonna
or a
introduce
honey
her.
badger.
So special thanks to our next sponsor, Best Fiends, one of my favorite. Bart catches me playing this game all the time.
All the time.
Yes, it's a unique and exciting puzzle game. So, like right now, I'm currently on level 283, and since we've promoted this on our last podcast, I've had people DMing me going, "Gio, you weren't kidding. This game, once you play it, you can't put it down. It's so much fun. It's like, it's a good way to relax, but still keep your mind active and sharp and like just constantly thinking, but not those tiring thoughts
Yeah, it's
that
not
like
too.
wear
It's
you
not
out.
too stimulating where you gotta like strategize like crazy. It's just something like fun, like time killer game.
It is. It's a lot of fun, and it's a de-stressor for me for sure, because I just get to escape in this beautiful, colorful world that like this game has created of like, okay, so basically your bugs, and these evil slugs are trying to eat your plants, and they're so bad, and you're just like, wait, leave my flowers and my leaves and stop eating them and adding all your gooey slime to it. So that's like your main thing. You're trying to like get these slugs out of your garden. And it's the cutest because like you can start collecting like different little best fiend like friends, and like you can collect like different types of insects, and every insect has like their own superpower. Like I could talk about this forever because I just really, really, really love this game. So you guys also should be really loving this game. So you can download this game for free at the Apple App Store or on Google Play. It's Best Fiends, like friends without the R. So don't hesitate. Like jump on it, download it, play it, let me know what level you're on, and then I can tell you some sort of strategies that I have. Okay, thank you. Can you stop scratching?
I'm a Wolverine.
Stop. So am I. I have claws more
You're
than
a
you do.
panther. All right. Ow, ow, ow. And we're back. Look, she scratched me.
Yeah.
Spousal abuse on camera. Look at that.
Can you hear it?
Look at that.
Does that hurt? It doesn't even hurt you.
Her just might look crazy.
Oh, it's because you're average. I forgot. You're not even a fucking fitness guru, and you're average as fuck. Can everyone just start writing on all
I'm a
his
blue
shit?
collar comedian. I'm a tradesman.
Can everyone just start writing on his Instagram? Like,
Oh my
wow, you're
God.
so average.
I'm a tradesman.
Wow. Every time he posts a picture of his physique, just be like, wow, that's so average.
And how often do I post those? None.
Okay. Anytime he flexes in our vlog, just be like, that's so average.
The reason why I flex because I think it's funny. Because the reason why I even flex, it's like Nacho Libre's friend flexing. It's like Jason Bateman flexing. So that's why I think that's why I flex because I think it's funny. I think
That's
it's
why everyone
hilarious.
thumbs up the video and they're like, wow, Bart's hilarious.
Yeah, because I think it's so funny. Look at this. Look how funny I look.
Everyone just please write. Wow, you're so funny.
Look
Well,
how
you're so
funny-
average
Look how funny I look.
and average. You're so average.
I don't look like Ronnie Coleman.
Nobody looks like fucking Ronnie Coleman. That's why he was Mr.
He's buff.
Olympia
He's
for, like-
jacked.
No one said you were buff or jacked.
You said
I said you're above average.
Oh,
Literally, that's all I said.
so you also don't think I'm buff?
No, I don't think you're buff. I feel like I'm going to lose any answer I give you.
No, you won't.
I think you're a little bit buff.
A
I think
little
you're
bit?
average buff.
So you think I'm like a bit buff for like a 16-year-old?
No. You're pretty buff.
Because some high school kids are freaking jacked these days.
Yeah, but the percentage is really small.
I hope Taika's like that. I hope he's one of those.
I just hope he's like so hot that all these chicks want him.
Why?
Because that's like the best.
Isn't
Why wouldn't
that-
I want my son to
'cause
get fucking a lot of ladies?
Because most moms are like have the dad syndrome, but like in moms where they're like, I don't want my son to be boning nobody or anything. A lot.
I mean,
of
I don't
moms
want to think about him boning, but I
Yeah.
know that's what's going to happen. But I
Yeah.
want him to be the hot shit.
Oh, okay.
I want him to be popular.
You think it's gonna be
Yeah.
hot?
I
'Cause
mean,
he's cute. I don't know.
he
if
has my genes and yours. I don't know.
so he's gonna be pretty average.
I don't know. He's cute now.
He's
but
really cute.
some shit changes. Like we've seen child actors And then once they like hit puberty, then you're just like, what happened? Like Macaulay
Culkin. That
Sorry.
feels so ugly.
Sorry, Macaulay.
Damn, man.
Such a cool name.
Yeah.
Should we name our next kid Macaulay?
You know who also was kind of like that? Bobby Lee. Have you seen his high school pictures?
He was real cute.
He was like kind of good looking. He's like a wrestler. He's all fit.
That's fucked
And
up.
then all of a sudden, like he's
not bad looking right now.
And then now he got like all chunky, and then he looks like
It's for the bit.
it looks greasy. Like he looks like
Damn, you demoted him from a person to an object. It looks greasy.
he looks greasy, and he looks like he has like he smells like cigarettes all the time. Like, he looks like he has
I don't think he smokes anymore.
like bees. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying he looks like he
Oh.
smells like cigarettes and motor oil.
Well, we also know too much about him that Kalila shares and that he shares with us a lot that we're just like, you're fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I mean he's my idol, but as my idol, I'm like, dude, you used to be this wrestling badass,
But he
and
wants
then
to be funny and that makes people laugh.
by smelling like 40 40D 40.
Wow, we could tell who fucking does the chores around the manly shit around the house.
What?
WD-40.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
You don't even know what I was talking about.
You don't even know what you were
I was
talking about.
I was talking about a specific viscosity of motor oil, and then I forgot what that was. So
It's
I
not even
converted
a motor
it. No.
oil.
So I converted it to the de-squeaker. But I was talking about a specific viscosity of motor oil, and I forgot what it was. So I changed it to WD-40.
Sure. Anyway, but yeah, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, kids that grow up and they're just not what they were. I think the opposite effect happened to me because I was a busted ass kid.
No, you were cute.
No, I was ugly. I was really ugly. Like I can see, I have eyes, babe. I have eyes, and I was really ugly. And then
I
what
have eyes
confirmed
too.
it?
What do you mean?
And then what confirmed it was when David saw my baby picture and he just laughed. 'Cause
That
I looked
was
so
cute.
stupid.
No, because you look stupid as fuck, but you were cute though.
I was not cute.
That was one of the cutest pictures I've ever seen.
Nope.
That's why I took that picture and then my baby picture and I put Taika next to it. And it was cute.
No, that's a different picture. I'm
It
talking about when
was-
I was younger.
They were roughly this. I mean, you look just as cute in all of them.
I don't know about that.
I think you're just fishing for compliments.
No, I'm not. I'm pretty secure with myself. I'm not fishing for shit.
I think you were cute
I
as
know
a
what
kid.
I look like.
I think you were cute as a kid.
Thank you. I beg to differ, but you were really cute as a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
But when I look at my baby pictures, I look at Taika and I'm like, damn, Taika's way cuter.
I think both of your guys' like essence
The
is what makes it
essence is there, yeah.
really cute. Because if you guys didn't have that essence, you guys would just be like average looking people, like kids.
Oh, yeah. Because I look
You
at my
would-
baby pictures and you can just
yeah,
how
like the
I
way
am.
you pose, you're
Yeah.
just like, you know, like you're really happy.
Yeah.
Like I was super average. So like for me, my pictures are just like a regular kid, you know? But
Yeah.
yours were like, you were like, it was fucking grander than fucking life.
Yeah, you could feel the personality come out. It's crazy. Even I noticed it. I'm looking at the pictures. I'm like, oh, dang, that's Taika. Like Taika has the same essence of whatever. Whatever Taika does has the same essence.
Even now when you take pictures, like you try to like tone it down, but you could feel how much wants to come out, but you're just like this. But
Really?
even just that, it feels like you're suppressing so much of like the essence that we all like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why people liked us when we did JK films, because when I played characters, maybe more of it came out and it felt more natural for it to come out, and maybe I'm insecure about it coming out as a regular person.
Yeah, that's what throws my brother off. Because like on film, like a lot of you guys may not know this, but like on camera and stuff, on camera, you have that essence and you let it go, and it just, you're funny, you're very playful, you're very talkative, and then once people meet you in person, you're this guy, the one that's listening. Like you're just quiet, doesn't contribute to much of the conversation. He's probably falling asleep or he just wants to eat and he's just to himself. And you feel like you've been gypped.
Been gypped?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, because you expect what you fell in love with, which is how they met you on screen.
Yeah, because I wasted all my energy on screen. I don't have any energy anymore.
Yeah, so my brother's always like, hey, does Bart like me? I'm like, he fucking loves you, dude. Till this day, he's like, does he like me? Because like, he's always messing around with everyone on camera and stuff.
Because we're on camera.
And then he never messes around with me in person. I'm like, no, that's just him, man. Like, he's very introverted.
Do you
and,
feel
like,
that way with you too? Like on camera, mess around with you way more in
No,
real life?
I don't.
Oh.
I think because I'm also introverted.
Oh.
So I'm like, once the cameras are off, we both go, and we
Yeah.
die. And then we're like,
Well, I started messing around with your brother over text the other day. That was pretty cutie.
what'd you do?
He I invited him to come over and swim, and then he was like, well, I'm gonna wear these, and it's like this thong that has an elephant on it, and then the trunk covers the dick. And he goes, I'm like, oh, perfect. I have one of those, but it only covers the back. And he started laughing.
The trunk part only covers the back.
Yeah.
Nice.
He started laughing, and then we were just talking about like guns and stuff because he wants to buy a couple more guns, and I was just pointing him in the right direction.
Yeah, I'm really happy that you get along with all my family.
But also with your brother, it's also different because he's older. So I just have that Asian respect thing too. So it's harder for me. It's harder for me to mess with people that are my elders. I already know what you're gonna bring in. You're gonna bring in your mom or whatever, or my mom, but that's different too.
And you know what's funny?
What?
That wasn't even the reference I was gonna bring in. That's how much you don't practice what the fuck you say.
I practice everything I say, 1,000%.
So on our staff, on our team,
Oh my God.
we have our fashion illustrator. Her name is Marie. I fucking love her.
Okay.
And she is older than us. Yeah. I don't know how much older she is than us, but she's older than us.
Okay.
And you're always talking shit to her, telling her she's fired. And this is all playful too. This is all playful. None of it's serious. And he's always talking about how old she is. You always call out she's the oldest person in the group. So what the fuck are you talking about?
So that's different. Okay, let me explain my thought
You're
process.
so full of shit.
You don't even understand the world. You have a baby's vision of the world. You don't know what's going on at all.
Oh my God. Can I keep this baby vision? Because it's the best.
Okay. When it comes to people I don't know yet, or even if I'm just even in close proximity, I have a certain respect because of my Asianness that I have to grant my elders, right? So it's hard for me to mess around with your older brother because to me, he's also my older brother and we're not that tight yet. So even, for example, we're friends with a mayor that was really close. For the longest time, I used to call him Mr. or council member. And up until now I call him by his first name because I feel comfortable with him. And I could probably joke around with him a little bit. But with people like your mom, like Dave Chappelle says, he's half black, half comedian, right? Same thing here. I'm half whatever the hell I am and half comedian. So half the time I always have my.
You don't know what the hell you are anymore?
I don't know. I'm half honey badger, half comedian. And so
you're ridiculous.
So
dude.
half the time I have my comedian hat on. What's so ridiculous?
The way you see yourself is fucking wild, dude.
What do you mean?
It's like me going, wow, I'm so short. Why am I so short? Oh, I wish I looked more like a girl.
Wait, what?
That's what you do.
Honey badgers are fucking sick.
Okay.
You don't think I'm narcissistic for thinking I'm a raccoon?
No. Yes. Well,
What?
no, I don't think you're narcissistic, but I think you're fucking crazy.
Why?
Because you're a fucking badass.
I am. Honey badgers are fucking sick.
They are sick, but you're not a sleeper. You look intimidating.
Like a raccoon then. Because from the eyes.
Raccoons are cute.
Raccoons from the eyes, they're up to no good.
Anyway, RIP headphone listeners. I'm sorry. I'm getting just really excited.
Okay. So anyways, when it comes to people, I always have half my comedy hat on. And so the minute people show me their buttons, you fucked up. If you show me your buttons, I'm freaking button smashing all day. So that's why.
Don't come into this fucking podcast talk about, oh, it's because they beat my elders. It's
so
like, no,
when
motherfucker, don't.
it comes to your mom,
you don't respect anyone.
Guess what? I know she hates being on camera, so I'm gonna film her ass. There's just so many things that she's so insecure about. I'm a button smash. And with Marie, I was so even though she works for me in the chain of command, I am above her. I respected her for at least a good first 2 weeks. Because
we love you, Marie. We love you.
Right after, I forgot what we're talking about. She revealed her cards. She was like, oh, like I think we're talking about like when we went to we found out we all grew up in Cerritos or something like that. And we're like, oh, cool. There's 3 people that grew up in Cerritos here. That's a trip. And then so we're like, oh, when did you graduate? When did you graduate? And we're just reminiscing about all the streets. And then she was like,
the streets.
Because the streets are big in Cerritos. Like South,
literally the streets.
Like South and Gridley. Like you know what's popping there.
I thought the streets, the way like slang.
No, the actual streets. Like there's a lot of things.
That.
There's a lot of things in Cerritos. So if you call out streets, you know exactly what that monument or landmark is. And then so we were talking to Maria. I'm like, oh, when did you go to high school? She goes, I'm not gonna tell you. And I'm like, You fucked up because now I know you're sensitive about your age.
What's not sensitive that's just an American thing.
Well, she's Filipino.
But she's more American than Filipino.
Well, you know what's also American thing? Roasting the fuck out of people. So the minute she let me know those cards, every day there's got to be a comment.
Contradicting ass motherfucking honey badger ass raccoon.
She revealed that she's sensitive about her age.
But I respect my elders because it's just my Chineseness.
I'm half honey badger, half comedian. I told you I can't help it. If people show me their insecurities.
So I'm just telling my brother that you don't like him. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to be like, he messes with everyone. Don't let that Chinese shit fool you. He just doesn't
he hasn't shown me his buttons. He seems like a pretty secure dude.
He's very secure. I don't think he has buttons.
Yeah, so I'll find out those buttons later on. It might take a while, but I'll find out those buttons later.
I mean, he still pushes your buttons that's not even a button, but he makes fun of you because you're like, I don't know. I don't run the gym. Talk to Gio. You were so dismissive with him.
Yeah.
So he keeps throwing it back at you.
That's awesome. I like that. I love that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like anyone cares on either side. He's like, let me try to get this full, but I don't think he can.
It's hard to get me. It's very hard because I just already don't give a shit. And I think most things are fun. Like a freaking crazy like guy in like duck camo print with a Confederate flag on his back. If he called me, I'm the reason why I brought Corona to America, I wouldn't even care. You know what I mean? Like it's just so hard.
But what about you don't want to
get me?
Oh, you don't want to represent your Asian people? Be like, fuck you.
But I don't have ego, so I don't have that to prove. Like that's not my proving ground.
What's your proving ground? That you can break through a window with your bare hands?
No, that's not my proving ground. Like my proving ground, like so I look at someone like that, right? When someone says like so this is a part of like the whole Asian racism part where like there's a part of me that like I want to fight back. And for sure, if I see Asian racism happening on the streets, I'll stop it. And if I'm in a good mood, I might actually reverse the race and beat the shit out of that person. But
in a good mood.
Yeah. But the other part of me is I feel bad for the Asians for even getting riled up. You know, like the people that are screaming at them and saying these obscenities, they're lower intelligence, ignorant ass motherfuckers. And so for me, like Joe always says, it's like, why would you get mad at the homeless guy in Skid Row yelling crazy shit? Like when the guy is that like the random guy on the corner and he goes, "I'm gonna fuck my sister." You don't go, "Oh no. You shouldn't be having incestual relationships." You just hear them going like that, foaming at the mouth. Like you're just like, "Oh, this motherfucker's crazy." And you go off to the side, right? Same thing with people that are saying, "Go back to China." To me, they're just one step above that crazy foaming at the mouth homeless person. So I don't even get affected by that. So like the other half of there's a lot of Asians that do get affected by it, but I'm like, you're giving them too much benefit of the doubt that they're your level of intelligence or they're even sane. Like they have some 1950s values. Like this guy's crazy, you know? So that's why it's hard to get me.
And they're miserable in their own mind.
Yeah, like
so they're already living their fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it's just hard. It's just hard to get me because it's almost like also talking to a kid, right? Like when a kid comes up to you, "I hate you, Mom." You're like, "Oh, it's about the candy." You don't go, "Oh, why would you say that?"
I know some people that do get fucking hurt like that.
You know, like there's people that get like that. And I'm like,
some WD-40.
Yeah, I'm like, your kid's 4 and they don't know what they're even saying, and they're just really butthurt that you hid their favorite toy. You know?
Yeah.
So that's like when I see people act, that's what I see first. I go, and I go, "Motherfucker's crazy."
That was the time I realized that, like, my dad literally told me this. He's like, "Man, you're no fun. You don't get offended when I talk shit to you."
Because you probably see the same thing.
And he just moved on. But then it's funny because then my sister would come over and then he would just start going in on her the way he'd go in on me because he just likes riling people up, like ruffling feathers the way you do because you guys are both assholes.
That's how you love me though, huh?
I think so.
Your dad's a honey badger too.
He is a honey badger. But they called him the hyena. But anyway, yeah, so like he'd try to push my buttons and I'd be like, "Oh, that's good." Or I'd laugh or I'd go along with it. And he's like, "Man, you're boring." And then my sister walks in after me and he starts pushing her buttons and she's like, "This is why I don't like coming here. I fucking hate it. Like I can't even just be here and enjoy my family. Like I have to listen to all this shit." See? And my dad's going,
she gives into it because it's so stupid. It's almost like It's like, you know, when you're it's like playing with the kid, right? They're looking this way, and then you tap the shoulder, and they go.
Yeah, that's annoying.
It's like that.
I'm not touching you.
Yeah,
I'm
and then
you.
so as an adult, you're like, oh my god, I can't believe this is actually working, and it's just so fun. And that's how I feel with everyone that I'm like messing around with.
Oh my god, I don't know. I hated it.
Really? But why did you get with me if you hated it? Because that's what I love. That's what I
think I hated it when I didn't understand the game.
Because I thrive off of it so much. That's even how I play with Taika. It was like I know Taika, I know that Taika gets like so. But the thing is, he's just like me too, right? So I'm like wrestling him and I get him all claustrophobic. And he's like, help me. And for me, I love playing with my prey. So as I do this, I always give him a breath of fresh air. And he slides out an inch and I pull him right back in. And I let him slide out an inch and pull him right back in. And I just freaking,
frustrating.
I just manipulate his ass, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, when I fully let him go, guess what? He comes back and he goes, whoa, and he jumps on me. So I know he likes it too.
It was really cute because we were filming JQ News. I don't think you were there. And like when you could pick up on people's games, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So Steve was making some comments that was kind of riling up the group and they were really trying to defend themselves. And I'm just sitting there and then I'm like, wait, Steve, did you just say all that to rile his ass up? And he goes, whoa, Gio, I'm scared of you now. Like you see all that shit. I'm like, that's funny.
Who was getting riled up?
I think either Nadeem or Nelson or someone.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. And it was funny. I mean, not riled up in a bad way, but like they're trying to defend their honor. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Or like for me, the whole time, I'm like, I think he's just fucking with you, man.
Yeah, so
yeah, he's fucking with you.
When you have a comedian's mind, the minute you see someone get defensive, it's like the funniest thing in the world because it's like, it's not even worth making it that serious. But since they do get like, they're like, oh, you showed me your buttons. Okay, now we're going to have a good old time.
Yeah, like Steve was trying to get me with saying like I have big shoulders or something. Like he's trying to find whatever.
He's trying to find buttons.
He's like digging for something to make fun of me on.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I mean, with those big shoulders, I don't know what. And I'm like, okay. And he's just like, all right, he gave that bit up.
Yeah.
And I think he started calling me fat for a little bit. He says, I don't know, but you did gain a little bit of weight. And I'm like, yeah, I probably did. Like Julie is a good one you can't really get because she doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah, she has a good sense of humor.
Yeah, you could talk about her fucked. She goes, I know my feet are fucked up. And then you're just like, forget it, Julia. You're no fun. We can't press your buttons.
Can I press your buttons? Am I allowed to?
You press my buttons all the fucking time.
I do?
Yes.
But then you always pull the ultimate like card that stops the games.
It's because I just don't want to hear your voice anymore.
This is where we don't have sex.
No, we don't have sex when you wear
That's
fucking
the ultimate
diapers.
Trump card.
No, when you
always say that. The minute you don't want to play anymore, and did you when we go get sex? And I'm like, oh, we're just playing. Why do you gotta take it to that?
No, what I don't like is when he acts like a baby, and then when he acts like a baby, when he's wearing diapers in real life.
I don't wear diapers in real life.
And doing shit like that, and then when he acts like a baby, like
I don't act like a baby.
And I'm like, motherfucker, I have a baby.
No, we're playing. We'll be playing around,
that.
and then we're like roasting back and forth in the kitchen, and just randomly, I don't want to go with sex, and I'm like, man, can we just play? Because as a guy,
this is right. This right here is why we don't have sex.
See. Because you know what sucks? Because as a guy, I don't have that card. Guys don't have the ultimate trump card. We actually have to use our brains to intelligently roast.
I told you that I'm having some fucking hormonal issues right now. Okay.
Another trump card.
What are you talking about?
You just could pull these cards. These are cards that guys can never.
This is valid.
If I was like, babe, you got to give me my space and let me go shooting because I got some hormonal issues.
You're so fucking lucky that you're with me. You don't even have to think of shit like that. All you have to do is, hey, I'm going to go shooting with so-and-so. Recently, you've been like, can I go shooting? Only because of this whole fucking COVID shit. Like you wanted to do a fucking shooting competition. I'm like, no, you stupid ass. What are you talking about?
That's considered an essential event. That's why they're still legally operating. Everyone's standing 6 feet apart.
I don't know who the fuck they hang out with. I don't want any fucking COVID in this household. So I'm like, no, you can't. But
why are you so racist against COVID?
Because it's a bad, bad boy. So if we didn't have that, like all you do is like, hey, I'm gonna go shooting with so and so, and you only tell me so that there's no conflicting. How come I said conflicting? So there's no conflicting things on the schedule. But other than that, you don't have to think of excuses because you could do whatever the fuck you want, and you always do whatever the fuck you want.
Why are you guys so defensive right now?
Because you're like, I don't have this card. And I'm like, you don't need a card.
See?
You have the
You
ultimate.
show me your cards.
You have the ultimate
your
trump.
card. You show me your cards that you don't like it. That I point out your trump cards.
Okay, point out whatever you want. I think it's funny. I think it's funny that I can have some shit over your head and you listen. So
Fine.
pull it, call it. I'm the ultimate power holder.
All wives are. All wives are the ultimate power
All
holder.
women, excuse you.
True.
All women. Power of the pussy, baby.
All
Use
women.
It. Okay. End of episode. Let's moving on. Thank you to our
All
sponsors.
women.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you guys next week.
That's why women have no
Power
excuse
of
for
the-
no success. Women have no excuse because they don't know how to use it. So once again, shout outs to Etitude for sponsoring this podcast. Text BEAW, BEAW to 64000 to get 20% off your sheet set.
And thanks to Best Fiends. Make sure to download the game right now for free at the Apple App Store or on Google Play and have a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much. See you guys next time.
Bye.